Yo, what's poppin'? You kicking it with the coldest podcast in the world. I'm your co-host, B Jones, aka Bolo. But of course, y'all already knew that. And y'all know when y'all pulling up to the porch, I can't pull up without my dog.
Yes, sir. It's your boy D Nail, aka D Nice, aka Big Smitty. And where we at again, Bolo?
Hey, you know we on the porch. So grab you a drink, sit tight, because this is the porch.
Let's get it.
Gang.
Hey, bro. I'm excited about this one. I'm excited. I've been waiting all week for this one, bro.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Special guest. Told y'all, hey, I told y'all, hey, give me and your boy Smitty some time. We're going to do some work. We're going to do some networking, and we're going to get who we need to get on the show for y'all.
They ain't believe us, though. They ain't want to believe us.
They believe us, man.
So that's without further ado, man. We got one of the funniest guys in the world right now, in my opinion. One of the funniest guys in the internet. My guy, LA native. My guy, Savvy, man. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the porch.
All good,
What's
my
up,
man,
brother?
Polo, my man Darnell. I'm hanging with Craig and Day on the porch, baby, with Pops. Whoo, man, kicking it with my guys. What's going on, fellas? I appreciate the invite to pull up to the porch, baby.
Absolutely,
Yes,
brother. Good to see you.
Pleasure to have you on, man. Like we were talking before we hopped on, started recording, bro. It's been like 2 years since the pandemic. I ain't seen you.
I know, man. Hey, bro, look, it's so crazy, Bolo, Darnell, how fast things can change, man. Because I was literally to the point to where I felt like I was on my way, man. I literally walked away from my day job like I was getting ready to be Kevin Hart, man. I was like, man, I'm getting booked for everything. I'm on cartoons, I'm on stages, and all hell broke loose soon as 2020 hit, man. So that was the last time you saw me was one of the last times I did comedy. I was like, Jesus,
crazy.
dude.
That's been a minute,
It's been crazy, man. But you know, like me and everybody else out there that's entrepreneurs, and man, we just been finessing and hustling our way through it, bro. God willing, us three here talking today, man. So I'm just trying to keep it funny and hustling, man.
Well, you doing a damn good job, man. You know, I've been following you. Before I even knew, before I came to LA, before Fox, before you knew who I was, I've been following you, man, to see your growth, see your followers grow up, see everything. It's like it's definitely inspirational, bro, for real.
And that's big of you too, man, because you was one of the first that actually pulled up on me from the gram, man. An individual that has celebrity status that actually pulled up on me. You know what I'm saying? So that was super dope of you, man, because you know we in an era, and I think that the league we playing in is a copycat league. Once they see one person co-signing, everybody else do. So you was like that first falling domino, man. Then I got everybody from there. So it was a dope thing, man. The support it's the same energy for y'all, man. Now that I'm hip to y'all podcast, I'm pulling up and I'm finna have all my peoples watch it too, man, because that support go two ways.
Hey, absolutely. And I was telling Darnell about a bit last week. I mean, see that you're a West Coast guy. I'm a Midwest guy. You know what I mean? So it's always good to build that bridge. You know what I mean?
Yes,
oh yeah, my Air Force One. Hey,
we got Chicago, Indianapolis, and LA all in the same thing. So man, let's jump straight into it. And before we get to the meats and bones of this podcast with the interview, we gotta start off with some sports, man. And Bolo, it was a crazy weekend across all sports, college, NFL. I'm gonna start off here, man, with the NFL. You know, I'm a Colts fan. Everyone listening knows I'm an Indianapolis Colts fan, and first half, we were balling out, playing against the Bucks, playing against the reigning Super Bowl champions. I'm feeling good. I'm talking shit. I'm feeling confident. And then the second half comes. And it was like the tale of two. It was a whole nother ball game, man. The Bucks, I think, outscored us like 24-7 in the second half. Carson Wentz throwing picks. We dropping balls on a punt return. I'm like, what the hell happened? What's going on, man? Me and Bolo in the last episode, Savvy, we made our Super Bowl predictions, and it was a bold prediction, but we both agreed that we think the way the Indianapolis Colts have been looking the last few weeks, they're going to sneak into the playoffs and possibly make a run to the Super Bowl. And then we lose a game that was right in their hands. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. It was a crazy thing to watch, man. I think Wentz started reminiscing about him being an Eagle again for a second and forgot that he was in a whole new situation, man. And like you said, bro, when you going against Tom Brady, you literally got to put them boys lights out. You cannot leave them boys no room to do nothing. And when you do, I mean, it's a league, bro, to where when you playing against Brady, it goes down to who's gonna make the least amount of mistakes. And in that situation, that's what Carson Wentz did, and it caused the Colts an L, man. It was hurtful, man. I was pulling for y'all, bro. I really was.
Man, it's crazy because I'm a Chicago Bears fan, so let me just throw that out there. But
yes, sir.
Living in Indianapolis, though, I have adopted some true blue, you know what I mean? Some principles, some Colts principles. But yeah, man, I think the downfall to the Colts, and which has always been the downfall since Peyton Manning left, is the quarterback.
Yes, sir.
I think a lot of people play across all phases pretty good, but then the big mistakes really come from who's under the. So
it come from the QB, man. And like I said, bro, identity. Peyton Manning leaves. Then there's hope with Andrew Luck. He decides to walk away from the game. Then you pull in Phillip Rivers. Then after Rivers, you're like, okay, what do we do now? And then Carson Wentz coming. So like you said, it lives and dies by that man that's under the center every time.
Yeah, man. It was the tough one, man. I'm still hurt, but I'm still pulling for my coach, man. I said this last episode as well. Like this season in general, it's like you got all these NFL teams. Like every time you think a team is about to ascend to be like the team to beat, it seems like the very next week they lose. So it's like it's been a real weird, but also interesting season. So where it's like there's so much parity, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Man, you just don't.
Another game that stood out, the Ravens and Browns. Man, it was a sloppy game. Lamar Jackson, who's one of my favorite players, threw four picks, but still got the W. The Ravens keep finding a way to win, even despite mistakes and injuries. And like Bolo, what do you think? Like, what's your take about that game?
I think it's important though for people to understand how good Lamar Jackson really is. I think a lot of people, especially us fans or people from the outside looking in, we really pinpoint and focus on like the mistakes. Right. Specifically behind the quarterback. Right. So obviously, we gave Wentz a hard time, Phillip Rivers a hard time, but quarterback is hard in the NFL. And I think ultimately, like you said, Savvy, you got to live and die, and when it matters most, you got quarterbacks, that's going to make that play, even though they made a few mistakes, they really going to make them plays when it's time to make the play. Right. So
absolutely.
That's what it comes down to. I think that's what it always came down to when it came to, some of those Ravens big wins, throughout the season is, underneath that center. So
and mental toughness, man. You got to have that mental toughness, bro. Lamar Jackson, I mean, most people, you throw 4 picks, you kind of like, okay, let's hang it up. Let's try again next Sunday, but hey, man, for that dude to have that short-term memory, come back out there and get the W, it is very, very hard get wins in the NFL. That is just not an easy thing to do. Yep. So to be able to pull off that win, as ugly as it was, it just says a lot about the gameplay and the character of Lamar Jackson, man. And that man did it without, maybe he got a phone call from Ray Lewis or something before the game, man. It don't matter, baby. It don't matter. When you get out there and you throw 4 picks, you still go back down there and you get that W. No matter how you got to get it. It's hard to get wins in this league. You know what I'm saying, Bolo? You feel me, Darnell? You got to go out there and get that W no matter how you get it. And that's exactly what that man did.
And that's what happened, man. Hey, Ray Lewis to do it for you.
Spoken from a true legend.
Spoken from a true legend, boy. Like I said, man, he'll do it for you. Ray Lewis can't summons a W out of you, then nobody can, brother.
Hey, I know that's right.
It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. You can't get it out of Ray. It ain't coming.
You got my heart over here beating fast, right? I'm ready to run through a wall right now.
You know what I mean?
See the jersey behind me. I might have to put it back on.
You gotta have to put that jersey back on. You and Bolo, get off that porch and go play some football out there, man. Let's go.
I got you, Ray.
Oh, man.
I got you, Ray.
Man. Oh my goodness, man.
Speaking of football, though, outside of the NFL, Bolo, last week, this weekend, you was at the Ohio State-Michigan game, if I'm not mistaken. Talk to me about that experience, bro, at the big house. I've never been before.
And I'm gonna be completely candid. You know what I'm saying? I played in the MAC conference, right? It's the D1, the Division I school, right? Played in front. You know what I'm saying? Played in front of Oklahoma, played in front of Clemson, some bigger fans, right? Bigger crowds. But I tell you, going into the big house, I'm talking about the big house. I'm talking about when I was there, it was 111,000. all right, in attendance. So I'm getting in there. We literally in 120,000, person stadium, we shoulder to shoulder in there. Crazy. And Michigan, my Michigan fans, all right, I appreciate y'all for watching the porch, but y'all fans are the worst ever. Okay.
What was they on, bro?
I almost had to punch a Michigan fan just because they're sore winners, bro. So I don't know if y'all seen the picture on ESPN and when everybody flooded the field, right? Mm-hmm. So we had a little section down there where O State fans sat, and they literally were climbing over people, bro, stepping on people to get on the field. I'm like, chill, go around, and they doing it intentionally because it's O State section, and bro, it's crazy, bro. Sore winners, man. But
in their defense, they ain't beat Ohio State since 2000,
about 10 years. I think it was.
It might have been a little long. It's been a minute since they beat Ohio State. So you gotta think them boys is hype.
Yeah, they was ready, bro. They was ready. They were flicking off the bus until they left the parking lot. Like that's how into it the Michigan fans were. So shout out to Michigan though. It was a hell of a game.
Hell of a game, man. I know I was tuned in on the TV, man. I felt like I was in the environment watching the game, man. And just from I'm a neutral fan. Like I like Ohio State, I like Michigan. I just like good football. So from a neutral fan standpoint, oftentimes I find myself cheering for the underdog. So
true.
Ohio State fans, don't get mad, but I was kind of cheering for Harbaugh and Michigan because it's like, damn, man, at some point, stall them out, Debo. Like let Michigan get the dub one time and let Harbaugh get the win. So I was happy that they finally got it. And speaking of them, I mean, Michigan's ranked number 2 right now in the current college football rankings. You got Georgia number 1. Obviously, those are the big dogs, undefeated. Michigan number 2, Cincinnati number 3, and then you got Bama at 4. What was surprising to me right now, and I know we still got to wait for the conference championship games, but Oklahoma State is at 5, and now they got Notre Dame at 6. So it's like, damn, they didn't move. Notre Dame has gotten punished, I think, because Brian Kelly left. Seriously.
And also, I was also making the argument that, bro, they lost to Cincinnati. So how can we put a team above a team that's undefeated and then they also beat that team? It wouldn't be fair. Right. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So, I mean, I don't know if they're thinking like that or the real reason was Brian Kelly, but I think that would have been fucked up if they would have moved them in front of Cincinnati, though.
Nah, 100%. Like right now, like a lot of people are still kind of on the fence when it comes to Cincinnati, saying like, are they really that good because the conference they play in?
Right.
But they're undefeated. And it's like, at the end of the day, you control what you can control. And they beat everybody on their schedule, including Notre Dame, like you said, which is a huge win. So now it's going to come down to the conference championship games. You got the SEC championship and with Georgia and Bama. That can get interesting. Michigan is playing Iowa, right?
Iowa, Michigan.
And don't sleep. Iowa mess around and beat Michigan. Just like, and I think Bama could possibly beat Georgia, but Georgia's in a good spot. Even if they lose, they're in. There's no way.
Yeah, they'll drop.
There's no way Georgia gets out. They're undefeated. Even if they lose one game, they'll go down to 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Now,
which I hate because say Georgia does lose. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Bama will move up. Georgia still stay in it, and then they'll end up playing again, probably. Right.
That's true. But it just is what it is, though. Like, it wouldn't be fair for Georgia to lose one game. They're clearly the best team in the country right now, and just take them out. But what's interesting though, bro, is if Bama loses, and then let's say Iowa upsets Michigan, just hypothetically.
But Iowa, I think Iowa's 16.
No, Iowa's not getting in. I'm just saying if Iowa beats Michigan, right?
Yeah.
And let's say Georgia beats Alabama, what could happen? Alabama would have 2 L's, which means they're out. They're not gonna be in the playoffs. If they lose again, they're out. If Iowa upsets Michigan got 2 L's. They're out. Who you think gets in? Notre Dame doesn't have a conference championship because they play like an independent or whatever. So like, does Notre Dame sneak in? Does Oklahoma State? Like, it can get real spicy, bro, depending on how these conference championship games go.
It's a lot of variables. Definitely is. But let's be real. I think Michigan will win. Yeah. Michigan will win. The only game I'm on the fence about, honestly, is the Bama Georgia game, because Bama just been a little spotty lately. You know what I mean? Obviously the Texas A&M loss, them struggling to teams, and their mentality to me is shifted just a little bit. I don't know if it's the players, but usually they it's kind of like that cut the head off, cut them at the neck.
Right.
So Bama's putting things away, destroying. So you really don't see that culture in Bama. They still winning good games, but I'm not surprised if they take an L. But to answer your question though, I think they really want Notre Dame to be in it. I think Notre Dame is like that premier school that they always want to put in that position. So I definitely think Notre Dame, if anything, will jump in that top 4.
Yeah, man. Well, we'll see after this weekend, man. Like a lot of big games, a lot of conference championship games. So we'll definitely, touch back on this, on the next episode. But let's transition from sports to our what's going on in the culture segment. So I don't know if you guys saw it, Savvy Bolo, but I follow the Shade Room like a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And they put up a post, and it was a picture. It said, which one of these GOATs snapped harder on the artist they brought us? So it was Lil Wayne or Jay-Z. Lil Wayne, we know, brought Drake and Nicki Minaj. Jay-Z brought us Ye and Rihanna.
Right.
I'm a huge Lil Wayne fan. I'm biased as hell. To me, he's the GOAT. It's my favorite rapper of all time. So, and then, Drake is Drake.
Right.
Nicki's arguably the queen of one of the best in hip hop of all time. So, like, for me, all respect to Jay-Z, Ye, Rihanna. To me, I think Lil Wayne wins his hands down. But I want to know what do y'all think, man? Am I tripping?
Same energy, man. Whole lot of respect for Jay-Z. Rihanna is absolutely huge, but when a legend brings 2 legends to the table, you give the world Nicki Minaj after the Lil Kim era, after the Foxy Brown era, and like you say, arguably the queen right now, as far as a female rappers, top of the throne. Cardi B creeping up on her, but still, top of the throne, brought in by, and then Drake. I mean, come on, who needs the introduction for Drake?
You know what I mean?
So I mean that right there, I just don't believe you could top that, man. That's just like me bringing in Michael Jackson and Beyonce. I mean, you just can't top it.
Look, Sam, we on the same page, but listen, my guy Bolo's a huge Kanye fan. I think it's your favorite artist, if I'm not mistaken, from Chicago.
Correct.
So
Correct.
let me hear what you gonna say, Bolo, because I already know you got something in your mind that's gonna be a little different than what we thinking.
Word.
So just think, all right, if this woman gives birth, all right, to this human being, all right, that human being is Jay-Z, all right?
Okay.
Jay-Z has an offspring, okay? His name is Kanye, all right? Kanye has a sister. His name is Rihanna. Who wouldn't want them as their kids? I'm just trying to...
I ain't saying I don't want them.
I'm just trying to tell y'all, hold on. Kanye revolutionized a period of hip-hop. Okay, I understand Drake has done a lot, and he is pretty much the popular kid in school. I think Drake is the popular kid, and that's why I think he get a lot of points. He does make good music, but he also is the popular kid. All right, I think a lot of people see Kanye as an outcast, so sometimes that does play into their, positioning in certain scenarios of, who's better and who's not, right? So, I will argue and say Kanye is better, than Drake. All right. Now with Rihanna and Nicki Minaj,
talk to me now. Talk to me.
That's when the waters get a little murky because Nicki Minaj, she is goated, but Rihanna is goated too in her own way. I'm a motherfucking master.
Come on now. Nicki had the hardest verse in that song.
Under my umbrella. Ella.
That was hard.
Don't do that.
Hey, who's gonna run this town tonight?
I'm trying to tell y'all. But
Rihanna got some shit. I ain't gonna lie. She got some shit
she
now.
do, bro. She do.
That'll be
Bitch better have my money.
A little battle. I'm telling you.
But Nicki go crazy. Nick, especially prom Nicki, when Nicki was just really, Nicki got bars, bro. Don't do
Nicki cold. Nicki definitely cold with it, but Rihanna just coming a whole different way though. Like they 2 different people though. So
and they probably do that too, like downplay Ye a little bit, because of the past few years, he kind of switched his swagger up.
Yeah.
As far as like he went the Christian route, and a lot of people, that's where they're gonna start having differs when it comes to the music choice. But that dude is still one of the greatest of all time.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And I just always just date back to his old catalog, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Kind of his old school, like college like stuff like that, man.
Right.
That, it's just timeless music.
Yeah. That's facts, bro.
That's fair.
That's facts.
And even, I know they had their beef and it looks like they squashed it now, Drake and Kanye. But even Drake
had a concert coming up.
Exactly, which is
Man,
great.
did y'all see them tickets, man? How much them tickets cost?
$7K, bro. $7K a ticket.
Man, them tickets better they better give me wings or something.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Better fly.
I need lifetime supply of wings for
$7K. Bro, $7K a ticket. I mean, is Jesus coming?
No, for real.
I'm like, man.
I don't know if I could pay $7,500 for G. No, I'm just playing. God, I'm playing. You know I'm playing. That's a lot for a ticket, boy.
Really,
that's a lot, man. That's a lot. We talking about mortgage for like 3 months.
Boy. Nah, that's
definitely
so. But I'm glad that they're back, man. And what I was saying was, even throughout all the beef or whatever, Drake would always admit that he looked up to Kanye. You know what I mean? In terms of his style and all that. So like I give Kanye all the props in the world. It's very debatable between the two. I like, Drake better just from my personal style and stuff that I like. But if someone says Kanye's better than Drake, you're like, I'm not gonna argue. Like,
yeah, you wouldn't argue with him because at that point it's just an opinion,
Yeah,
right.
True.
But I do think Nicki is got the slight edge on, and I love Rihanna. Like I argue for Rihanna, but I think Nicki got the slight edge in terms of just overall catalog, overall just longevity and being at the top. Like you gotta think Nicki was like the top for like 10 years straight until like recently. Now Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B.
Yeah, she got a little competition now, right?
Yeah,
right.
But so I don't know the exact fact on this, but could we say that it's also because Nicki Minaj has put out more music than Rihanna?
Yeah,
well?
Could be that too. She's got more music.
Rihanna, she got a Billy. She out there selling that lingerie and stuff.
Yeah,
and
you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like she like in a whole different kind of like
category atmosphere, right? Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a fun debate,
bro.
though. It's a fun debate to have, man.
That's a very fun debate, man. We could go back and forth about that one all day. I wish people could chime in because I really wish y'all could see the opinions on that one because that's a hard one.
Yeah,
that is a hard one.
We're gonna drop this on social, man. Make sure y'all respond in the comments. Let us know what side y'all on, man. Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, who brought us the best artist, man. But let's jump into the interview, Savvy. We got you on, man. Like we said before, man. We got to give you your flowers, man. We huge fans of what you do. You bring laughter in households. You bring days where I'm upset, man. I'll be scrolling, I see a video impersonation, and it made me smile. Now I'm feeling better, bro. So like, let's talk about just your journey and how you got started. So just from the jump, talk about your upbringing. I know you're from LA. Just talk about your upbringing and kind of what got you into comedy in the first place.
Facts, man. And I want to tell both of y'all, man, I appreciate the flowers too, bro. Because usually you don't get them until you already a hashtag, until it's RIP. Then you all over the blog sites and all, they want to show you love when you gone. So when I can see them from my guys, while I'm still here, that's big. So I just first off, I want to say that. But man, born and raised in Los Angeles, man, East South Central. I came up. My upbringing, raised by my moms.
Nice.
I went to 61st Street Elementary School. From there, I went to John Muir. From John Muir, I went to Manual Arts for about a semester or so. Then, obviously, anybody from LA, we know about how the gangs are, man. Gangs was a massive problem, in the 90s, and so what my mom did to try to change my course, she found out that there was a busing program out to the valley. At that moment they were busing children from South Central to give them a higher education in the valley. So from Manual Arts, my 10th grade semester, I was bused out to El Camino Real in Woodland Hills. Gotcha. And I ended up graduating from there, man. And from there, just like a regular a young teenager, man, didn't know really what I wanted to do. Got a job. Was working on my job for a few years, man, and then all of a sudden decided that I wanted to do something with this comedy thing, and it was really from the crack of social media, Instagram, Facebook, and before that it was MySpace. But I always wanted to do comedy, make people laugh. I like creating content, doing voiceovers. making cartoons, things of that nature. And I just didn't know how to, channel it. And I didn't know how to display it. I didn't know how to start doing comedy. I didn't know. So social media gave me a platform, bro. And when I started putting this content on social media, never would I thought that it would have turned into a career, or I would have been able to monetize it or know the people I know and be some of the places I've been. So I just started putting that comedy and that talent on social media, man. Started meeting guys like you guys, and from pro athletes to rappers to movie producers. And here I am today, man. A little D-list celebrity off acting a fool on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, man.
That's beautiful,
I love
man.
it. I love it, man. I
Absolutely.
got a quick follow-up, Bolo, on that. So I love it, man. You got a story where, you had a dream and you just went after it and you took advantage and leveraged social media. So, but even before that, so like I guess, when did you really start with, like, were you doing comedy like at family events? Was you just the guy at work just cracking jokes? Who was your what was the inspiration to you even doing comedy anyway?
Yeah, man. Well, I've always been funny.
Mm-hmm.
Every family event, every holiday, family couldn't wait till I got there because the laughs came. Right. Same thing in high school, class clown, man. So many people I'm getting kicked out the classroom for acting a fool. Mm-hmm. At work, I remember, man, at work, I used to impersonate the supervisor so well to the point to where they'd be like, hey, man, hey, you heard what that dude said? And come to find out it wasn't even him, it was me on the phone acting a fool. So I remember one time, man, I never forget this. The dude name was, I think my supervisor name was Stanley Sharp. And I used to be a laundry worker, man, for the county of Los Angeles. And I remember dude told me one day, he was like, hey, man, no knock on what you're doing, but I really feel like you talented enough. Like, you should be doing something else. Like, I'm not telling you what to do with your life. I'm not telling you to do with your career, but you really need to do something else, bro. And I started thinking, like, that was looming in my head. And I was like, something, man, I don't want to be that guy. I remember Gary V, man, the motivational speaker. He said the worst thing you could do is have regret. He said, go visit a convalescent home. Look at the 80 and 90-year-olds and ask them what they regret. They have a lot of regrets. So I said, you know what? I have a platform now on this internet to display my talent. I don't really need to go out and knock at the door of these comedy clubs and beg people to perform. I can literally display my talent on the internet and see what happens. And it took a while, man, because for trying, I've only been doing stand-up comedy for 3 years. But within that 3 years, bro, I've done a whole lot, man, from cartoons to working with Snoop Dogg to, having my content on the Herd. Fox Sports is just been a crazy journey, and seeing the success unfold right before my very eyes is surreal, man. It's surreal. But that's how I started, bro. Just acting a fool at family events, acting a fool at work, and said, hey, what if I can make everybody laugh like I make my family laugh? Because that's the test. Yeah. If anybody can make somebody they know laugh, but if you can make 300 and some thousand strangers laugh, you got something. And so I just threw it out there, man, to see if I could hit pay dirt, and I done scored a couple of touchdowns, man.
Absolutely. So I got a couple questions for you, Savvy. So kind of take me back a little bit. So you kind of talked about kind of some of your success stories, right? You met Snoop, he was on the Herd, you kind of in a bunch of different directions. You've grown a following. I think I seen on there, you got about 345,000 followers, right?
Yes, sir.
And we live in this world, right, where everything is just being monitored, watched, and this is that bread and butter for people. I guess at what point did you start to get that strong following? Like, was it like a crazy viral moment? Was it a video that kind of launched you off to starting to get that strong following?
Yes, sir. There were several things what I would do. See, what I do is I create parodies over any kind of content that's trending, because I know people are always looking for trending content. So it started out, I would create these little cartoons about pop culture, the Kardashians, at the time when I started doing that content, I think Kylie was dating Tyga, and I would do all these videos, making parodies about any news that would hit. But I had 2 viral moments that I just took off. The very first viral moment was Kanye West had started going on these crazy rants, right? And everybody was speaking against him. And he came out to support, he was supporting Trump, et cetera, et cetera. And so I did a video because I think Snoop came out to speak against what he didn't agree with what Kanye was doing. So I did a video with just Kanye's face, no visual of me, no nothing, just audio. And I burnt TMZ on the cover to pull in people's attention. And I was talking crazy. I'm like, you know what, Snoop? Let me tell you something, fam. Like, yo, bro, I will build a wall around the LBC, bro. Like, I will tell my guy, Donald Trump, to put all y'all from Long Beach in prison because I'm a god, fam. And I sent it to Snoop, and he was like, wait, hold up. He was like, yo, cuz, he really say that, cuz? And I'm like, no. I said, that's me acting a fool. So he posted it, and everybody thought it was real. Like, it went absolutely viral, bro. It was all in it. The blog sites were taking it. There were hip hop sites reposting it. It even got so bad to where Snoop's cousin Daz threatened Kanye, and TMZ, was saying like, well, the Crips have put a hit out on Kanye West and rapper Daz Dillinger, and I was getting some blowback. Like, people was in my DM like, yo, bro, you got Kanye in trouble. You need to fix that, So it was a crazy, funny, viral moment that got cleared up, and that got me a whole lot of followers. Like, when they found out it was me that did it, it got me a whole lot of followers. So that was the first moment. The second moment was I collaborated with comedian Michael Blackson. Shout out to Michael Blackson. He showed me a lot of love, man. I was doing Kanye West audios and parodies for him. He's reposting it. A lot of followers came from that. The blog site Baller Alert was reposting. The Shade Room showed me love. World Star Hip Hop a couple of times. So that was one viral moment. The second viral moment that absolutely put me in a whole nother niche is I did a video of Lonzo Ball. It was my first NBA videos. Like, I ventured off of pop culture for a second and I went sports. And I did a Lonzo Ball voiceover because, he couldn't shoot that well when he first came into the league.
Right.
And man, I did that video, bro. And I think World Star grabbed it. I think NBA memes grabbed it and they tagged me. And after that, bro, it was over. I think after that, Marcellus Wiley gave me a shout out like, yo, y'all got to check out this guy, Savvy and Musing. This dude is hilarious. And from there, it just started building. I got to get on Fox Sports, The Odd Couple, and it from there, bro, like everything else is history. And so from that moment, I just started doing sports / pop culture parodies, and the people have been loving it. It's only been going up from there.
Absolutely. So you're doing a lot of different things, right? From the parodies and seeing you on some podcasts, right? You got the Muppets, you got just a lot of different things you do. I guess, what do you enjoy most? Is it stand up, or where kind of does that passion come from? What do you kind of enjoy doing the most?
I think I enjoy voiceover and parodies the most. I'm an innovative person. I really like cartoons too, man. I love to see something created with my voice on it, man. I love to sit back and watch something that someone drew, an idea that came from their head, and they're using my voice to do the cartoon. I like that. Stand-up comedy, I have a love for it, but it's a very difficult trade. It's been times where I would go into one room and I would absolutely kill it, have people clutching their ribs laughing. Then I'll go into another room and people are kind of like, So it's like, I'm a jack of all trades, but I haven't mastered one yet, except for my voiceovers. So I believe I'm more comfortable and it's more satisfying for me to do the voiceovers and create video content other than doing stand-up comedy. So that's my first love, man. I enjoy doing these voiceovers and creating content.
That's a good point you make though too about the stand-up, because it's like, it just depends on your audience. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it really does.
You can perform the same like bit to one group, they cracking up the same things in this group and they don't like it. It's nothing against you. You did a great job, but it just you got to like know your audience. That's tough.
Yeah, it's no knock on me, but like you said, and another thing too, man. See, I don't have the clout that I have in the stand-up world than I do on the internet. Right. Now, if I was to the point to where I would sell a show where everybody came to see me, obviously I'd kill it. But when you're stepping into a world where most people, because I believe most people that actually go watch stand-up comedy are probably in between the age 35 and 55. The youngsters are on this internet, as we know. Right. So a lot of these people 35 through 55 don't really know me like that. So they may not even give me that same respect that they would give a Mike Epps or a Cat Williams or a Kevin Hart, because they don't know me yet. And sometimes it's all about you just getting to know, like you mentioned, knowing your audience and appealing to your audience. You know, so it's a very tough trade stand-up, man. But I feel like I flourish more with this video content.
Got you. Now, that's definitely a good point there for sure, man. So you just mentioned that your favorite thing to do is the voiceover. So let me ask you, what's your favorite voiceover to do? Because I mean, I gotta say, I've been following you for a minute. You killed damn near every voiceover you do. What's like your top two if you had to, you know, break it down?
My top two, you know, it's crazy because I don't get to use these voices that often because I really have ventured towards a more of a sports niche, you know, because the people absolutely love that stuff, man. So I tend to cater to what the people love. But I love to do Kanye West as number one and Bernie Mac as number two. Like those are like my two favorite ones, man. Like I said, I don't get to use them that often because of my niche. But those two right there, man, I absolutely love doing those voices, bro.
Some of them, boy, when you be saying that, bro, Bernie Mac, you sound just like Bernie. That was like one of my favorite comedians. R.I.P. to the legend.
Yeah, R.I.P. to the legend, man. That was one of my favorites too, man. And so I just love to do him. Anytime something is relevant enough for me to use it, I'm using it, man. Every time.
I love it.
Yeah. So speaking of comedians, I know you threw in Mike Epps, Kevin Hart, you know, Bernie Mac. I guess who would be your top comedians? You know, who do you consider your goats and who you draw inspiration from?
Yeah, man. Coming up early on, I loved, you know, Martin Lawrence was my guy, man. I remember him hosting Def Comedy Jam and me just watching that dude, man. Martin Lawrence, he's got to be coming in number one for me. Number two would have to be, I would say, Bernie Mac. Number three for me, Robin Harris. Number four would be Eddie Murphy. And number five, man, it's
tough one.
That number five is tough because there's a few people that deserve that spot because I love Kevin Hart, I love Mike Epps, and I love Cat Williams. But if you force me to choose, it would probably be Cat Williams coming in that fifth spot.
Ooh, Pimp Chronicles, man, one of the best. I feel like stand-ups of all time. I was a youngin' watching that online. But yeah, Prime.
Yeah,
man, Cat's still funny as hell. But like, when they was really pushing him from a media standpoint, oh my god,
yeah.
That was
and I think that's when I caught on the Cat when they really start pushing him.
Yeah,
you know, he had the crown for a good window.
Yeah,
you know, and I just felt more relatable to a lot of the stuff that bro was talking about. There's no knock on anybody I didn't mention. All these dudes are great out there, man, and it's hard to compartmentalize greatness. But if you made me choose, that would be the five I would roll with. You know,
facts.
That's a strong five, man. You know, I'm from Indianapolis. So I'm a little biased. You know, I love Mike Epps just because the way he acts, it's almost like he's not even doing like he's just being himself. He's just being silly.
That's what makes him so funny.
Yeah, like it feels real. Like this is he just being him. He ain't acting nothing.
He just talking to you like, man, you and Jones, man, why y'all didn't have me on the mother flipping podcast show? Shit. Y'all know y'all could have put me on there. Y'all done saw me on Friday. Now you can't put me on the damn podcast. Sit on the porch. Shit.
You got Sammy on the podcast.
My dog cold with it.
Man, he's one of my favorites too, man. Shout out to Mike Epps, bro.
Nah, for sure, man. For sure.
So I gotta ask. So how did you or when did you get to a point where you could that you knew that you can form your voice to be different people? Like, was it an accident? Like, how did that come about?
Man, I believe it was an accident because I don't know if everyone does this. So you guys would have to let me know. Let's say, for example, if you guys are having a conversation about, let's say, your cousin Reggie,
right?
If you're talking about something that Reggie did, do you actually change your voice or you keep it the same? Is that natural for y'all to do that?
No, I damn near be changing my voice too, though.
You do change it, but when you explain the story, you be like, man, he came in.
We all do. Okay, yeah. See, I wanted to make sure it wasn't just me that did
facts.
that.
That's funny as fuck to think about.
Because I'll be talking about, like, yeah, man, I ran into Keisha last week, and she gonna tell me, well, you didn't put the shoes back on. So everybody does that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, at least in the black community, at least
in the black community, we do that. We gotta change the voice up when we talking about somebody else. So that's really when it started, bro. Because I would be explaining certain situations in my family, or I'd be explaining certain situations at work. I say, like, yeah, well, you didn't turn in your homework last week, and that's why you got an F on your assignment. And then the homies would be like, dang, man, you sound just like Mr. Reed, bro. You know, and I do that in my family. One of my uncles, I'm like, man, you sound just like Otis, bro. How you do? So I'm saying, like, you know what? I can do this a little bit, bro. Like, let me start seeing if I can pick up on the celebrities. And I start doing a few of them. I'm like, you know what, bro? I could do this. You know, and that's I kind of figured it out, bro. Probably when I was in maybe the 8th grade that I can impersonate people. And I just started, and I hate that I had to wait 39 years before I figured it out, because I probably would have hit my success a long time ago.
Thanks.
But I just discovered that I could do this on a professional level 4 years ago, bro. But yeah, I discovered it like in the 8th grade that I could do that I could impersonate people. And it was by accident, because I wasn't trying to do anything special with it. I was just changing our voice like we do. And a lot of people start saying, man, you sound just like bro when you do that. So I was like, man, I might have something here with this, man.
Damn.
I love that.
I love that. That's a
crazy
crazy
taking story. Your natural gift. Like you wouldn't, like you say, you weren't even thinking about this. That's how you know, bro, it's meant to be. Like, I ain't trying to get all deep. Sometimes on the porch we get deep, but it's like,
yeah,
you just took a natural gift that, you know, God blessed you with. You wasn't even thinking about this. You just being you.
Yeah.
Fast forwarded down the road, man. And now this is your career. You making money, living life, doing what you love, bro. That's the dream, bro. So
and never thought that I could have, bro. Like who knew that you could actually make a living for yourself just doing what you naturally do with your friends and family every single day. That's why I said I wish I would have figured this out a long time ago. I wouldn't have to struggle so hard, you know.
But you know, everything happens for a reason, though. Sometimes you got to go through some shit to reach that next level. Otherwise, maybe you wouldn't appreciate the same way, or who knows?
Character. Yep, absolutely.
You're right, bro. You're right. No, like you say, like in the words of the late great Nip, man, there's no L's in life, only lessons. So I learned mine.
Lessons.
And so I'm in that lane, just trying to keep it working, bro.
Man, that's all you can do, man. That's all you can do.
Facts.
So Bolo, I know you had another question, because if not, I'm about to hop into these quick hitters. I got a couple I wanted to ask him.
I think I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm good, brother.
You sure?
Good, I think. Yeah, I'm positive. I think I'm good.
Bolo, like I'm juice, man. I got it out. Bolo, like he didn't answer all mine, bro. I'm done.
Yeah, I think I'm good, brother.
He said I'm good. So now we're gonna move to more of our quick hitter segments here. So one of the questions you already asked, your top 5 comedians. So you're from LA, West Coast. Who's your top 5 West Coast rappers of all time? I'm putting pressure on you.
Oh, yeah, you putting pressure on your boy, man.
Yeah.
Top 5
West Coast
rappers of all time.
Bay Area, it could be LA, whatever. Yep.
Okay. So it could be California, period.
Yeah, anywhere.
West Coast, just West Coast.
Just West Coast, yep.
Okay. Number 1, Tupac Shakur. Number 2, Snoop Dogg.
D-O-double.
Number 3, I say we gotta throw E40 in there.
Ooh.
We got to throw 40 in at number 3.
The West Coast, not to cut you off, they love E40. Like
they love
out here,
40 out here, bro.
40 water.
They love 40 out here.
40 water.
Yeah. Another West Coast artist that I love, man. The Game. The Game is a dope lyricist, man. You know, he should be getting more glory than he getting, man. But you got to give it to The Game.
Yeah, he be
and coming in that 5th spot, K.Dot, Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh, that's a strong fizz.
That's the 5 I'm rolling with, bro.
You gotta throw Kendrick in there. I feel like
you got to throw Kendrick in there, man. How can you not?
Kendrick be spitting. Sometimes he be spitting so high level. I don't even know what he's talking about yet. I gotta go Google.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me go listen to that again.
Yeah, to get on his level.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you literally gotta run it back. Like, what did bro just say? Man.
Then you put it together. Then after you put it together, like he said, then this and damn.
Yeah. You start like, man, that dude killed it, man.
Yeah. Shout out to K.Dot. That's a strong 5 right there, man.
Strong 5. West, man. That's what we rolling with.
West Coast, man. I love it. So this next one gonna be the toughest question we probably asked you all podcast long.
Yes, sir.
You born and raised in LA. In-N-Out or Fat Burger? Talk to me right now.
Talk to me. That's that. Oh my God, bro. Why do that to me?
I had to do it. The Porch want to know.
Jeez, bro.
In-N-Out. The line always long. You get that double. You get it animal style on the fries.
Big bro. I'm rolling with In-N-Out, man.
Ooh.
I gotta go with In-N-Out, man. I think one of the reasons too, man, because I had In-N-Out more. Like a lot of the fat burgers, like you literally put your life on the line to have it. Like they're always in dangerous areas. Like
that's what makes it more exciting.
You literally gotta have on your bulletproof vest before you go get your burger. They got one on Manchester and Crenshaw. The other one was in the jungle. Just like, man, I got to literally have on a whole army fatigue helmet to go in there and get me a burger. You know,
I'm risking my life for this double cheese.
You know what I'm saying? I'm risking my life for this cheeseburger, man. You know, that's so funny. Part of the reason is like I had In-N-Out more, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll with In-N-Out, man. Nothing against Fat Burger, man, but they put them in some very life-threatening communities, man.
What's your never had Fat Burger, man?
Yeah, I'm more of an In-N-Out guy, but Fat Burger's good though for sure. Like
for real.
I stay down.
It's flight. You're gonna spend about $25 on a hamburger, but it's good, bro.
It's definitely good. What's your go-to order at In-N-Out? I want to make sure I'm doing my thing right. You know, I'm still kind of fresh in LA, so I want to know.
You know what, man? I'm not a cheese guy.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not a cheese guy, so I think it's a number 3. It's the double.
Okay, double no
cheese.
It's the
double, yeah, with the grilled onions, no cheese, the tomato. You know, the fries. I don't get them animal style or not because I'm a real. It's weird. Like now, I'm giving you some of my funny habits. I'm not a sloppy eater. Like I don't want a possibility of something staining my fresh white tea. Or all over my fingers, you know what I'm saying? So I don't get them animal style.
Ketchup, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Well, the ketchup was a little bit easier. You know, you just
like little dip.
You going about the business. You know what I'm saying? But right, yeah, you can still drive with it. You know.
Okay.
But animal style, you know what I'm saying? That's all over your shirt, all over your beard. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I get down, sir.
You get messy. I like
you just squeeze the boil on your beard. You know, you don't want to be dealing with that. You know, so. Man, I get that double burger with the grilled onion, man, the fries, the ketchup, and a medium Coke. What you say, man? That's my go-to order.
Get that strawberry shake next time. Yes, get that strawberry shake next time, bro. And you gotta
get a shake.
The strawberry shake. Oh my God, man! Don't bring back to me. You know I'm gonna end up going tomorrow, man.
I know.
I'm going tomorrow because of you. It's because of you.
My fault. I'm supposed to be in the year on some healthy type shit, and I'm trying to work.
I was supposed to too. I was supposed to too. I'm still calling it pandemic weight, man.
Yeah.
I'm still blaming it on the pandemic. I'm gonna keep blaming it on the pandemic until it's over.
Blame it on the pandemic.
Blame it on the pandemic, baby. If you fail, just blame it on the pandemic.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So All right, last thing here. So me and Bolo, we love ending the show off on like more of a fun game. So this is just something we put together like off the top of the head, man. So we're gonna call this the savvy impersonation game. So I'm gonna list just random scenarios, right? And you respond in that player's voice. So we got what, four people here. So the first one, so you're Reggie Miller ordering food at Roscoe's. Tell me how's Reggie going to approach that?
Okay, could you ask me, you know, how can I take your order or something to that nature?
Bolo, set it off. Ask me.
Okay. Hey, good morning. How can I take your order?
Are you kidding me? I mean, you already know if I'm in Roscoe's, what do most black people eat? They want the number 9, the Obama special. We want the waffle with the 3 wings, and we want that sunrise lemonade. Oh my golly Wally. I mean, you have to bring it out here. I want some extra butter because I'm in shape. My cholesterol is fine. So I want an ice cream scoop of butter on my waffle, and I'm going to eat that, and that's what she'll be having too. You got to be kidding me. That's exactly what I want.
Sounds good, Reggie.
That's funny as fuck.
On the way. Hey, that oh my golly Wally.
Want that number 9, huh?
Yeah, no, that number 9. It's the Obama special.
I was about to say, is that the go-to?
We all get that. Bro. We all get that.
Okay.
That's the go-to. The number 9, the 3 wings with the waffle.
Obama special. Obama special.
I got to get out there, man.
Yeah, we taking him, bro. When he come out here, D, we got to take him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
We pulling up.
Okay, so next one. Magic Johnson is in an argument right now with some guys. So he calls his people up for backup. So he's on the phone explaining the situation, calling for backup. How does this conversation go with Magic Johnson?
Okay, hello. Is this James Worthy? Okay, look, James, I need you to get Kareem and Michael Cooper, Scott. I'm down here at this auto place and they want some beef. Now, the thing about it is I can really call some heavy hitters because I'm a billionaire. I own the Dodgers. But what I want to do is I just want to come down here and I want to beat their ass Showtime style, baby. So I need you to pull up. You got to pull up and you might have to bring the heat because they're a little bit younger. The heat is on the way. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's whoop their ass Showtime style. Okay. All right.
He said the heat is on the way.
The heat is on the way.
He said,
yeah,
baby.
Kareem. You gonna call all the retired Lakers to come help?
Walk in with
that's funny. He said James Worthy, and that's funny as fuck.
Right, man, we got 2 more. So all right, next one. So LeBron is at the barbershop. He thinks he's next, but someone cuts in front of him and takes the chair. Right. How is LeBron talking to this person?
Hey man, look, you didn't see me standing right here. How can you not? I'm like 6'9", 6'10". I'm standing right here waiting to get my haircut, man. I'm LeBron James. Man, hey man, check this out. You saw how I had that fan thrown out the last game? I'll have your ass thrown out this barbershop. The hell wrong with you, man? Hey, look, get this dude up out of here. Him right there in that chair. Get him up out of here, man. You want to know why? Because I'm LeBron James.
I'm LeBron James. Get him up out of there.
Hey, bro, Sam, I've always wanted to ask you, why do you always repeat that I'm LeBron? Bro, that's the funniest shit in the world. You let them know I'm LeBron
it's so
James.
Crazy bro, because I don't even know why, but people, it became a catchphrase. Since I've been doing these videos, I think I slipped up once, and I did not say I'm LeBron James, and I had about 40 comments like, I was waiting for I'm LeBron James and I never heard it. I'm like, is this that important to y'all? Damn, okay, I'm gonna keep doing it.
It's very important, Savvy.
So
it's just hilarious.
Bro, it became the punchline of the video. You know, I haven't met LeBron James yet. But I have some very good sources that told me he's definitely seen my videos and he definitely thinks they're funny. But I really want to meet bro one day and see if he can just look at me and say, I'm LeBron James. I mean, the day that happens, I'm gonna fall out on the floor, kicking like a toddler, laughing, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna manifest it. That's gonna happen sometime this year.
Absolutely.
Brian might see this clip right here on the porch. He might listen to the porch and just see it, and then pull up
you never know, man. Y'all brothers are very well connected, man. So sometimes as a creator, other than that paycheck, man, acknowledgement is a huge thing.
True.
It is huge.
That's a gem.
And man, if I ever get that acknowledgement from the king, man, hey man, that just should be that'd be real big. You could just scratch that off my bucket list if it ever happened.
Yes, sir. I already know, man. It's gonna happen. We're gonna speak it to existence.
Yes, sir. We're gonna put that energy in the universe, bro.
100%.
Yes, sir. Last one for you. Last one. So Thanksgiving just passed. So this is Stephen A. Smith saying the prayer for the family before the Thanksgiving meal.
All right, here we go. All right, everybody. I need everybody up in here to bow your heads and close your eyes, and I'm gonna pray over this dinner. Dear Heavenly Father, we are sitting here today and we are eating this Thanksgiving turkey. Now, one thing about this turkey is preposterous because Anna cooked this turkey. She's the one that burnt this turkey last year. I mean, it's just preposterous why Uncle Fred would allow her to cook it again. So I need you to bless this turkey for this family. Because whoever made the turkey along with the mac and cheese needs to stay off the weed. Amen. Now let's eat this turkey.
Oh, man, that was hilarious, bro.
Oh my goodness, man.
Man, hilarious, bro. I'm with
turkey,
bro. Tell you again, bro, man. We appreciate you putting up to the porch, man. You
absolutely, bro.
Doing your thing. Can't nobody do it like you, man, in this space. So you keep going, doing your thing. You ever need anything from me in any way I can help? You know I'm here, man. We definitely gotta link up at some point soon and just
bro. Y'all already helping me, man. You, Bolo, by put me on this podcast is huge, man. Like I said, bro, I have not reached. I'm only chipping the iceberg on what I feel. I'm flirting with the career that I want so badly. Yeah. So it's still a pleasure and an honor to be acknowledged by you guys and put on the podcast show, because it just gave me another platform for who don't know me to get familiar, bro. Thanks. So just like y'all saying it's dope for me to be on here, it's dope that y'all invited me on here, man. So it's the same energy both ways, bro.
Absolutely, man. It's been a pleasure. Obviously, this is my first run-in with you, man, and it's all love. I appreciate the energy. And like you said, man, one of the biggest things that I just took away from what you just said earlier was that acknowledgement. That's sometimes that's money. That's bigger than anything, to just be acknowledged by not only, your peers, but just other people, man.
Sometimes you never know, that one little acknowledgement leads to, you know what I'm saying?
It's huge. So it's huge, y'all. It's huge because it's happened for me several times. It's just like, and I try to put good energy out there too, man. Mm-hmm. So far, like everybody that I ran into to recognize me, man, was just like, you just see smiles on their faces. They shaking hands. They happy. A lot of people, of course, not everybody. Obviously, we'll never be able to please everybody, but people enjoy the content that I put out there, bro.
Yeah.
So, you guys, just like I said, putting it on display and that credit and that acknowledgement is absolutely huge, man. And it's an honor to be on here rocking with y'all on the porch, man.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and tell the people, how
they can find you,
how we can get connected with you, how that Midwest family could, get
yes, sir.
To West Coast.
Yes, sir. No doubt about it, man. Your boy Savvy the Amusing is on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook under the same name, Savvy Amusing. Look your boy up, man. I'm on there putting out pop culture content. I'm putting out sports content. It's funny, it's hilarious, it makes your day better. We're in an era of everybody's dealing with mental health issues. Mm-hmm. I feel like comedy is the perfect pill for mental health. So pull up on your boy at Savvy Amusing on all social media platforms and rock with your boy and let them know you saw me on the porch. You feel me?
Yes,
gang.
Sir.
Hey, and as always, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, show us love. The Porch Podcast _, is our IG. Click the link in the bio.
Mm-hmm.
Savvy, it was a pleasure, my brother. Peace, blessings, and love to you. It's your boy Bolo. We clocking out, and we kicking it on the porch.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.